Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, boys. Thank you so much for your participation during the class. Let us summarize all the important points that we have learned in today's lesson. As you know, we were studying an article. Uh, the article was Why Can't Teenagers Get Up in the Morning? So we studied some different facts about the teenagers and the matters related to their sleep. So let us answer the questions mentioned on the previous pages. So as you know, we started from the section E, speaking, giving advice, and making suggestions. So I ask you these four questions that do you have a problem getting up in the morning in time for school? And what about your friends or people in your family about their routine that are they getting problems in their morning time sleep? And why do you think some teenagers have this problem? Is it laziness, the thought of going to school, or is something else to blame? And the third question was, do you know any adults who have problem getting up in the morning to go to work? And why do they have this problem? Is it for the same reason that some teenagers can't get up in the morning in time for school? So all you guys that you answered during the class, these questions that it depends on our routine, right? How are we tackling the situation? And the last question was, what advice would you give to someone who has a problem getting up in the morning, right? So there were a few advice that we came to know in this audio track. Let me play this audio track for you guys. So here I'm going to play this audio track for you guys. Listen it carefully.
E. Speaking. Activities 2 and 3. 1. I reckon you should use a louder alarm clock.
So number one, I
2.
reckon you
Why
should
don't you
use.
get someone to wake you up? 3. How about using 2 alarm clocks?
I.
4. If I were you, I'd go to sleep earlier. 5. I suggest you have an afternoon nap. 6. You'd really better change your habits. 7. I would strongly advise you to set your alarm earlier. 8. My advice would be to get a new alarm clock. 9. It might be a good idea to ask your parents to help you. 10. You might try sleeping with the window open. Unit 6.
All right, so guys, you listen an audio track where you find these suggestions about how to wake up in the morning. So see these phrases here mentioned on the table A that I reckon you should. Why don't you? How about if I were you? I suggest you would really better. I would strongly advise you. My advice would be it might be a good idea. You might try, right? So let me show you. Okay, here you can see the one with H, two with D, three with I, four with E, five with J, and six with V, seven with F, eight with C, nine with A, and 10 with G. Right, so you can match these sentences half here on your book. Then just take a look at question number 3 there, listen again. So I'll send you this audio track in the WhatsApp group so you can listen again and again for your better understanding. So which advice expressions are followed by the verb by to plus verb or followed by ing and followed by infinitive without to, right? So which expression, device expression there does not follow any of these patterns, and what is it followed by? So here are a few examples that you can see. I reckon you should use, right? Here you can see without to. How about using? So you can see the use of all these three things he mentioned in the question number three. Listen the track again to complete the notes on your notebook. Okay, then question number four here. See the what advice would you give to someone who finds it difficult to concentrate while studying? As you guys gave me in few advices that there are few things, you know, that divide your interactions and attentions, and they distract you, like your mobile phone, the TVs. So keep yourself away from all these things that when you are studying, right? Here you see the expression again. That if I were you, I would find a friend to help you study. Right? And this is an activity basically. What you need to do that, as I told you, to make a WhatsApp group for your group discussions, where you can solve these types of questions easily, right? So work with a partner, give each other some advice. Try to use advice phrases from this section that above mentioned. Okay. All right. And that's it for today. Inshallah, part F we will complete in our next class. Furthermore, guys, let me tell you your homework. Right, guys, I would suggest there will be no homework for today because there's already, we have done only 2 pages left. Inshallah, I'll give you the homework in the next class. So enjoy yourself, that there will be no homework for today. Take good care of yourself. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next class. Goodbye.